So, describing elements of a set is what we got going on here from the 2018 sample exam. All right, so again, important things to keep in mind here, and maybe I'll just make a little Venn diagram to go with this in case it helps. Definitely going to need a Venn diagram at least one place on the exam. All right, so the universe here are students. So that's my set U, and then inside my universe, I have 1, 2, 3 other sets that may interact in some way. So this one right here can be F, my females. And then this one over here is my likes beer. And this one over here is my has a dog, which are appropriately labeled F, B, and D. F, B, and D. All right, so then we want to describe who is in the set, a member of the set, F with a bar over it. Anybody remember what the bar over it means?
Not inside F?
Not in, yes, the complement of F. So to write out a sentence for part A, it's a set, it's a student, right? Always a student here that's not a female. So this is a student who is not a female. Would be my answer to that one. So again, I'm trying to write a sentence that describes the member of each set, keeping in mind my universe the whole time. I'm always talking about students. Then the question is that student a female or not a female? Do they like beer or not like beer? Do they have a dog or not like a dog? Now this doesn't say anything about beer or dogs, so I can't say anything about beer or dogs. Just could like beer, maybe they could have a dog, I don't know. For sure, they're a student who is not a female. So that would be my answer to that one. So let's try another one. Let's skip over to C. C was interesting, I thought. All right, so C, they like beer. So beer, and then this is the union symbol, which is or in regular language. It's also called the union. And then that would be doesn't have a dog. No dog. Dog. Okay, and Venn diagram wise, what would that look like? Let's see, that would be everything inside the beer set. So I could shade beer. That is this one right here. And union just means put it together with everything outside of the dog set. So no dog, so outside the dog set. So that's my shading for part. Sorry, I'm not very good at coloring within the lines completely here. Yeah. So beer or no dog. Sometimes a Venn diagram helps me. I don't know if that helped for that one. I don't think it did. But the key is what that union means. So I would write, this is a student who likes beer or does not have a dog. Would be my answer for that one. Questions on C? All right, let's try D. And for that, I need a new page. Bear with me while I get set up. Page. And maybe I need that Venn diagram again. So we have females, we have beer, and we have dogs. And we're all students here. All right, so next I have to do the complement of set F intersect D. So then I want not female, that's the intersect, right? Intersection, which also means and. So I would not, I want everyone that is not female and has a dog. All right, so this one, let's see. Female, I need a highlighter. First, I got to figure out what female and a dog looks like. Female and dog, that would be this group right here.
Would it be does not have a dog?
I'm not there yet. So I put the not around that whole phrase with the and. So I'm not that far yet. So first I need to figure out what does it mean to be female and has a dog, and then I want not all of that. So this red section here is female and has a dog. The not would be everything outside of that. So let's make a note, not everything outside that red crescent. Did I spell crescent? Sure, it is today. Everything outside of that. So let's see. That's interesting. Let me draw a picture of that another way. Here we go. So I'd like everyone to take a shot at writing this sentence right now. And we'll troubleshoot it while I draw another Venn diagram. So females are beer, dogs, and then students. All right, so write a sentence for what you think set D is. Don't worry about being wrong. This isn't a test yet. Okay, so Jimmy volunteered a response. This is a student who is not female and does not have a dog. Okay, let's test that response. Okay, so not female would be everything outside the female. Oops, I wanted that to be yellow. There we go. Would be everything outside the female circle. So I'm just going to shade outside the female circle. So there's not female. Oops, I forgot down here. Okay, so there's not female, that yellow region. And then doesn't have a dog, I'll shade green, but going this way. And I guess I need to write down what Jimmy wrote so you can all see it. And if you're not looking at the chat, and I don't think the chat's in the video for Renee. So oops, I don't want that color. So we could say this is a, oops, extra is, oh no, first time. This is a student who is not female and does not have a dog. Okay, so and remember, so this word right here means intersection. It's where the two sets overlap. So if we look at this picture over here where the two colors overlap, does that exactly match the white area up here? So let's see, what am I going to use to reemphasize that? Blue, maybe? All right, so certainly outside all three circles, they overlap, which matches this white area over here, but they don't overlap inside the dog, part of the dog circle, and they don't overlap inside part of the F circle. So I think I've got a slight problem. So I'm going to highlight in blue the region I think this is described by what Jimmy said. So they don't overlap in there. They don't overlap there. I think I got this. All right, so everything outside of that blue figure 8 is where the green and the yellow exist together. Okay, so let's see. We got a modification here. So it's or instead of and. Yes, that's an excellent observation, Jimmy. It turns out when you negate female, not female is a great negation. That's the best one. Has a dog, the negation is does not have a dog. It turns out and has a negation, and the negation of and is or. So this sentence would be correct if you put an or there. So it turns out the red region are female and has a dog. The white region is not female or does not have a dog, is that white region up here. That's a tricky one right there. So D is definitely the hardest one to sort out there. Okay, so important thing we just learned here, the negation of an and is an or. So the set D I could also write as the set, oops, not females with a bar over it, or I guess I could use the other symbol, union, not dog. So that'd be another way to write this. And that was supposed to be a U for union. It came out kind of messy. Try it again. Man, my pen is, it's got to be user error. Why won't you write? Huh. That part of the screen? There we go. Oh, well, it didn't come out much better. I tried. Thank you for helping.
Did you just say this student who likes beer?
That would be incorrect.
It would be incorrect? Okay.
Yeah, because if we said it's a student who likes beer for this one, then we're missing out on, say, people in this region over here. This person is not a female and they don't have a dog, but they don't like beer either. So the best sentence to describe this, misspelling, is this is a student who is not a female or does not have a dog. Maybe they like beer, maybe they don't. We don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a tough one. So we gotta be careful about reaching into areas we don't know about. And it just, beer was not mentioned here, so I don't mention beer in my sentence. So this one was complicated, right? We have two sets here. We have an intersection, and then we took the complement of everything. So there's 4 things going on in a system that has 3 sets and then stuff outside of it. So this is a pretty hard problem to negotiate. And it just kind of gets at how complicated our world is and how hard it is to describe things to somebody so that we both see the same picture. And it just takes practice. Okay, let's see. We are running at about an hour here. Let's stop this